morning, boys and girls. Can you still remember the time when your parents went to Checkers and they bought those small little buckets with a seed in, and they could grow a plant, and you would be collecting all these little buckets with the seeds in, and you wanted to grow these plants? Or maybe you remember the cards that were given out about the rugby team or the cricket team, and you also wanted to collect those cards. And when you got cards and you got extra, you went to your friends and said, you've got this card? Can we maybe swap? Because I'm still looking for these cards. Can you remember that, boys and girls? It is like a hobby, something that you do, that you enjoy, that to do and spend time on. Now, the person that we're going to talk about also had a hobby, and he dreamed about this hobby because he said, one day I would love to write a book, but I would like to write a book how to help people. It must be a beautiful book. Now, this person was also a Christian, but when he was still young, his parents died, and he had to look after his brothers and sisters. But he still had this dream, and he was thinking, well, I'll still just wait a little bit till my brothers and sisters get older and go out of the house, and then I will write my book. Now, a little bit later, one of his brothers got hurt in an accident, and he was crippled, and he realized, but I need to look after my brother. So he realized also this dream that he's got about writing a beautiful book about helping people, it will have to wait a little bit longer. Now, his brothers and sisters grew up, and they went out of the house, and they got married. But then one of his sisters, her husband died, and the sister came to live with him, and also all her children. So he realized, well, now I must look after my sister and her children. And I still want to write this beautiful book, but I'll have to wait a little bit longer before I can write my book. And the children grew up, and they of his sister, and they also left the house. And he was thinking, yes, I'm a little bit gray at the moment, I'm much older, but I still would love to write my beautiful book to help other people, almost like a guide to help people live a beautiful life. Now, the next day, as he was walking, he saw a child walking over the street, and a car was coming, and this car is gonna hit the child, and he ran and he pushed the child away, and then the car hit him, and he was in hospital, and he realized, because he got hurt so much, and he realized, but he can't write his book anymore. He had this dream of writing this beautiful book, so that the people could read this book and realize how can they live a beautiful life. And he was very sad by realizing his dream is not going to come true. But one night, as he was sleeping in the hospital, he dreamt about a person coming to him with a book. And this person gave the book to him, and he saw the title of this book, The Story of a Beautiful Christian Life. And this person opened the book, and he got so surprised, because here he is seeing pictures of himself, and where he's helping his brother and his sister and their children. And then you realize, but I did write my book. Because the Bible says, and we are like living books. People are looking at our lives, and they are reading our lives like a book. So boys and girls, this new year, this new chapter of our books, what we're starting now, are you going to write a beautiful story this year? Are the people going to read your book and say, oh, it is such a beautiful story. It is such a beautiful life because it is filled with the beauty of love. Just look at this boy and girl, how he loves other people. Is it filled with the beauty of obedience? Because the people are going to look at your life and say, ah, this boy, this girl is such a beautiful boy or girl. Because just listen how they obey their parents and love their parents and do things that makes their parents smile. Oh, just look at this boy and girl, how they are filled with the beauty of joy and peace. So boys and girls, as the people are looking at your book this year, your life this year, are they also going to say the story of a beautiful Christian life?